If you want to start working on your Rutgers SRAR, the easiest way to figure out how to find it is to go into Google and type in Rutgers SRAR, and it is the first link that comes up at the top. So I like to click on it that way. The one that you're seeing here is the Rutgers specific SRAR on my mobile device. It's got a Rutgers logo in the upper left, and you see there's language specific to Rutgers right here. The biggest gist of the application is that you need to make sure that you're using the same email address between your application and also your SRAR. And it has some specific information here about how to link it that you'll pay attention to at some point later. So when you're first starting, you're going to go ahead and create a SRAR account. If this logo, this SRAR logo here, looks familiar to you, you think you may have already started one, then go ahead and try to log in with that account. Also, if you already did one for maybe Pitt or UDEL or any of the other SRAR schools, then it's actually going to be the same username and password for all of them. And the good news is that you only have to do this very labor-intensive process once with putting in the bulk of your information. So I already have an account, so went ahead and logged in. What will happen when you always log into your SRAR is all of the updates that you've made will show here. So in a big long list, I've been working on mine for forever. And then ultimately, each of the schools that are linked to your SRAR are going to show up here as well. Each school has their own linking process, so it's really important to follow their process. So this is Rutgers. You see I started to enter my information, and it's here when I pull it back up. If I were to then go into the SRAR on the UDEL site, because I just submitted my UDEL application, then all this information would also pull up and I wouldn't have to redo everything. So you might be wondering what things you need to enter in all of these fields, like should it be number grades or numbers and letters, full year, semester, etc. You want to refer to that Rutgers SRAR tips and hints document I have, because it's going to answer all of those questions for you and make it super duper easy. Not no work, but easy, because everything's going to be answered for you, exactly what to enter. When you do the SRAR on one of the school-specific websites, I think most of them will have you enter it by year. If you do it on the national website, I know that you can enter it by course subject. I personally find it easier to enter by year because I can just work alongside of my unofficial transcript and enter things. What you'll always be doing is picking a subject area. The actual course is you're going to pick whatever's closest that comes in a drop-down box. The column here for actual title is what is printed on your transcript. Over to the right, you'll be picking the level of the course, the number of credits, and then indicating the actual grade that you got in the course. Once you'll do that for your first 3 years. For your 4th year, you're going to go ahead and put in which courses you are taking, and then you'll indicate that your work is in progress. You'll have an opportunity to double check everything, and then you'll do an electronic signature and you'll submit at the end. And then for each of the schools, you're going to have to go through this clicking through process, signing it and submitting at the end, which is going to link it to that actual school. It'll make more sense when we get there later, but this will get you started.